What's up everybody, welcome back to another episode of Evolution to Glory. Dream Chasers is here, and with it some top tier evolutions have dropped that fit some of my favourite players and even some past players in the promo team for me to pack. So where better to start off than this clip right here. I was grinding Dream Chasers Cup out, I sent that 82x5, it's an orange flare. There is only 3 of these orange cards in packs. One of which being the man that I packed right here, and he is a past Leeds player, and it is not Granit Xhaka, it is of course the man himself, the boy himself, Archinold Grayeth. First owner baby, finally. He's actually such an emotional card for the series as well, not just in real life as a Leeds boy, Leeds through and through, came up through the academy, got family ties to Leeds, but for my series in particular, he was the first Evo I ever evolved in any FC ever, and the star of my first ever Evolution to Glory episode. I'm absolutely buzzing with that pull. To get him first owner is amazing, and he is not going to be the only upgrade to the team today, because EA have finally started allowing us to evolve 89 rated players, and if you look around this team, there is a good little handful of 89 rated players on the bench in the starting 11 that we've not been able to evolve for quite some time, and we can finally now do that. So let's head on over to our favourite tab in the game, Evolutionchains, and check them out. And where better to start than some of the best evolutions that have dropped so far this year, honestly. These are incredible. Dream Chasers is popping off right now with the Evo content. Clinical Finisher will be the first Evo we're going to look at. It finally fits if we click on through some of my favourite players in the game. Big Willie Nonto, of course, right in that first spot, next to none other than Paddy the Baddy Bamford. Both of them do finally fit an Evo, and it is not just any Evo, it's honestly a pretty damn incredible one. Let's check out Big Willie first and see how he looks in it. Takes him to that 92 rated card baby with a nice little pace boost, 93, 91 shooting on the man now, 86 passing, still at 89 dribbling, 88 physical as well is pretty mental. Already got that finesse shot plus and incisive pass plus, two of my favourite play styles, and this does give a cheeky 5-star weak foot upgrade, so it would take him to 5-star, and that is incredible. It essentially means I could have both Paddy, who is already 5-5, and this Willie 5-5-2. Unfortunately though, doesn't quite gain any playstyles and does miss out on low driven shot plus or even base, because this version of Nonto that I've got already has 12 playstyles, so it won't quite gain any of the playstyles that this gives, which is a bit unfortunate. I would have liked to get that low driven base at least, so maybe that is where Patrick Bamford comes in. He currently only has the 10 playstyles, so he does have space for 2 more, which would mean he could get that low driven and of course the start boost. Let's have a look what he comes out as. 92 rated, of course, same as that Willie. 93 pace on a Bamford, 92 shooting, which is mental, 84 passing, decent, 96 dribbling. He already had that, of course, from the 99 dribbling Evo that I gave him, but ended one step early so that he finished on 96 and kept at that 89 max rating, which turned out to be a genius stroke, otherwise he would not have fit this Evo. Already 5-5 as I mentioned for Paddy, so the weak foot is a bit redundant, but he will gain that low driven playstyle and Trivela based playstyle too. Both honestly absolutely unreal options. There is also the red Nonto down here. We've got a rutter that does fit it. He probably wouldn't be worth 92 rated on that card, not quite what you want. 87 shooting and 86 passing, a little bit low for a 92. He definitely need an Evo before this, although I suppose the benefit from rutter here, he would gain both of the playstyle pluses, quick step and that low driven plus, which could be pretty mega. So many good options for this, but there is one more I do want to go take a look at. Daniel James, the team of the week version, does fit this Evo. Unfortunately for me, still not got that first owner version, and I have been absolutely hammering the 84 plus team of the week upgrade, trying to get him. I must have sent at least 20 this week alone, but he does fit this and he does look quite damn nice in it. If we take a look, 92 rated of course, with 95 pace, 90 shooting he goes up to as well, gets a big boy shooting boost, 87 passing and 89 dribbling. Looks pretty damn similar to that Willie Nonto that we had a look at. Would only as well take him to 3-star, 5-star. Definitely would need to be part of a chain to make the most out of this card, and because he starts as that 85 team of the week, should 100% be possible if something mega was to drop that kept him lower than 89 rated. Personally, I think I'm leaning towards Paddy the Baddy Bamford, essentially the GOAT of the series this year. He is this year's Georginio rutter with that finesse plus, with that 5-5, and I absolutely love this card in game. So to get a boost on him would be very welcomed. Feel free to let me know who you would pick out of those options. I'd say your main options as of right now are Nonto and Bamford, unless a chain drops for that Danny James. An Evo that we are going to submit right here, right now though, Certified Magician. Another very expensive one, 110k for this Evo. It is a cam evolution and it does fit some really nice past Leeds players. If we click on through and have a little look, Matthias Click, the absolute legend himself, does fit this Evo. And wait until you see what his card comes out like. It is mental. We've of course got, once again, rutter fitting in every single Evo currently. I've essentially been holding onto this card for months and months at this point. I can't remember when he released, but it was very early on. I've been waiting for that perfect Evo for him, and it's just not coming. The question is this one going to be it? Takes him to 91 rated, with, once again, pretty average stats. Pace and dribbling, very good. The playstyle pluses, very, very good. But he needs to be in a chain. He needs a +1 before I put him in this that gives him maybe a shooting boost to get him mid-90s shooting or something like that. Whereas this Matthias Click, as I did mention, comes out genuinely mental. Let's have a look what he looks like. 92 rated, of course, with insane stats: 90 pace, 90 shooting, 91 passing, 92 dribbling, 88 defending and physical. What a mega card. Honestly, pull it. Who? Press proven plus, technical plus, both really nice playstyle pluses, especially in combination to each other. I feel like you'll be able to just technical dribble through that midfield and just shove people off with a press proven plus if they get near you. He already had 5-star skills, so slightly wasted on him gaining that 5-star skill, but regardless, the card just looks mental. Look at his playstyles too. Every single ball control playstyle he has. Couple of defending, some nice passing ones, and even finesse shot base. And I think he's going to have to be getting done. Matthias Click, the absolute GOAT, is submitted, and we can start working on him very shortly. Alright, welcome back. It's been a few days for me. I have gone away and finished that Matthias Click, but in the meantime of doing that, EA have gone crazy. They have released an even better evolution that fits very similar players to the players we've already looked at in today's video. We're going to get into that very shortly. Let's get this Matthias fully claimed. From that 89 up to a 92 rated evolution. Now I'm pretty sure the highest rated evolution in my club currently, and what a card he is as well. He looks genuinely insane. Let's go do what I'm sure you've all been waiting for. You've probably all been screaming about this Evo throughout the first half of the video. So let's go on over to the active evolutions and take a look at the big boy. It is of course Strike Force 500,000 coins. It's a crazy expensive evolution, but it is honestly probably worth it for the players it fits for me, and the upgrades it gives, the playstyle pluses it gives are probably worth the 500k honestly. It gives quick step plus as well as a position right wing, so it gives a different position, finesse shot plus left wing position, and that low driven shot plus, the new one, with 4-star skills, pace plus 10. It's mental. Let's click on through and have a look who it fits. This is the first page. It is nearly all evolutions, or at least Leeds past and present players. Honestly, so many options, including, I'm sure you've all spotted him, the man, the myth, the legend, Paddy the Baddy Bamford. We were talking about him earlier in the video. He did fit that other striker evolution that dropped, but didn't gain any playstyle pluses because it caps at 2. Whereas this, if we have a little look through, does cap at 3 playstyle pluses, so he will gain quick step plus. As you can see there, 90 rated on the man. What on earth is that card? Finesse shot plus, tiki taka plus, and that quick step plus new addition. Insane pace on him, 95 he goes up to. No shooting upgrade, unfortunately. It does cap at 90, which is a little bit frustrating. I guess they're kind of morphing him more into a winger with that pace upgrade. 86 passing, so gains a little bit there. 96 dribbling, obviously already had that as we stated earlier in the video. Gains a 10 defending as well, I'm pretty sure, and 86 physical. I can't remember what he had before this Evo, probably 84 maybe, I'd guess. Already at that 5-star as we showed earlier as well, so no need to improve that. In terms of playstyles, he would get 11 out of, I'm guessing, 12 or 13 could you have now? I'm not actually sure with it giving 3 playstyle pluses instead of 2. Maybe you could get 13 if he can still get 10 base, which would mean he'd actually be missing 2 base playstyles. However, there is a load of base playstyles currently available in the reward and cosmetic section that I've unlocked from objectives that could give him to fill out them missing playstyles and just make him genuinely absolutely broken. Unfortunately, does miss out on that low driven shot plus because I already gave him the tiki taka plus a while back, which is a shame, but tiki taka is fantastic as well, and combining that with quick step could honestly be mental. Get that tiki taka L1 pass off, get him making a run, quick step send him flying and get ball in behind with Willie Nonto's incisive pass plus. I'm running out of breath. I'm that excited, honestly. It's such a mega evolution. In terms of roles as well, look what it does to him. Gives him that left wing, right wing with inside forward plus on both. Then of course already has pluses everywhere in striker, bar false 9. He can play anywhere across the front 3 essentially, especially with them stats. It's mental. His shooting could be a little bit higher. That is the only downside. I wish he had like mid 90s shooting. That card would look genuinely the best card, the best striker, if he just had that mid 90 shooting instead of 90 on the dot. He is honestly so exciting, and you know what? It don't end there. It don't end there. We have some potentially even better options. This Mateo Joseph even would look quite nice. He's already got that 92 shooting, so he would get higher than the 90 if we click on through. Look at this, man. 95 pace, of course it hits that cap just like Paddy. 92 shooting, 81 passing, still a little bit low, but above 80 at least. 94 dribbling on him too. 84 physical, 5-star, 5-star, same as that Paddy boy. Does lack a lot of playstyles, but once again, as I said earlier with Patrick, I do have a load of base playstyles saved up that I could probably fill him out with before this Evo. Joe Gelhardt, once again, could be an insane option. Very similar stats, I'm not going to talk about him too much. Does get that 5-star skill upgrade, so would be 5-5. We've even got an icon that is technically past and present Leeds. He did play, I think, like 50 games for us. 42 games and 3 goals for Leeds United he got. And he does fit it. Of course, taking him to that 94 with 95 pace, 91 shooting for him, 81 passing, 94 dribbling. Looks very similar to that Mateo Joseph and to Bamford. Obviously, it does hit the cap, so whoever you put into it is going to probably end up looking quite similar, unless you create a mental chain where they end up with 95 plus shooting or something. But in my opinion, I've saved potentially the best to last to show you, and it's going to be the absolute OG legend of the Evo to Glory series. Georginio Rutter does fit this evolution. I've been keeping hold of him. I mentioned it earlier in the video. It's unbelievable timing. I recorded that earlier section before this evolution was out, and I mentioned how I'd essentially been saving this Rutter for that perfect Evo, and nothing quite has fit him yet that's warranted putting him in it. So I've got this card. He's 88 rated. He isn't current evolution for me, but that's literally just because I put a roll plus. I think it was the classic 10 plus that you can see there. I put that on him. That's the only Evo I've ever given this card. And now 6 months later, is it? When did this card come out? It must be at least 4 or 5 months at the very least since this card has been released. So he might actually be quite a rare one for people to still have hold of, unless you're, I guess, a Leeds fan or a Brighton fan, or you just really like Rutter. It's probably been SBC for a lot of people, but for me, look what he comes out as. 94 rated, of course, with all them mental stats very similar to the other cards we just showed, but the difference with this Rutter, he gains that low driven plus because he starts on 0 playstyle pluses, so he does get all 3 of them, which I am very interested in. I have no one currently in the past and present team that has that low driven plus, so to get an attacker that can play striker, left wing, right wing because of them new additions, and play in the cam position because he already had that on his card. So essentially this card gets an extra playstyle plus and an extra position to most of the other cards available to me. Of course he's 5-5, his base gold card, common gold is 5-5. Playstyles once again only has 8, so he will need the base playstyles putting on him before I put him into this Evo, which I'm very up for doing. He's even controlled lengthy, which is pretty damn mental for a 94 dribbling card. That is wild. I guess that's because he gets 99 strength with 43 aggression. 99 strength, 43 aggression. What is that mixture? That's mental. 92 agility, 96 balance. It's a really good card. There is also the potential, if I was going to do this, I can chain him. I can do a cheeky little chain, and that chain starts off with versatile goal scorer. 50k this one, much cheaper, 10% of the cost of the 500k bad boy. And what I would have to do with this, if we go find that rutter, as you can see, it takes him to 91, which would rule him out of fitting in the 500k evo. It is a max of 90 rated striker, but what I can do, because this expires in 7 days, I can leave him in the second stage right there as that 90 rated, and it essentially would give him a few extra stats here and there, but wouldn't give him overall extra stats at the end of it, just nicer, well-rounded stats. It's quite hard to explain without showing it. Basically, his shooting on this card goes up to 89, which takes him to 92 finishing, whereas if I put him straight into the 500k evo, it takes him to 91 shooting overall, but his finishing stays down in the 80s because of how the game kind of adds the stats all to the shooting section. It doesn't boost his finishing very much. It is quite hard to explain. Hopefully you're following it. Basically, this is a potential to leave him to expire within 5 days. He'd still have no playstyle pluses. So I am going to start this Georginio rutter in versatile goal scorer. I'm not fully confirming right now that I'm going to do him in the 500k evo. I'm going to take on board your guys' opinion in the comments. Do you think I should just go all out, send that Paddy Bamford into it and miss out on the low driven plus? Or is it finally time to send this rutter into that mega evo with this cheeky little chain, couple extra playstyles in there as well, and just make the best Georginio rutter card in the game and throw it back, get the OG from the evo to glory back into the team? Let's start this rutter now. 50k, don't mind if I do, and we can start working on him very shortly, and I am very excited. An addition we can get into the past and present team though is this Benji boy White. Of course it is a nice little fun story about this Ben White, not this card particularly, Ben White as an actual person. During his time at Leeds, he actually got a dog from my auntie, went round to her house and basically bought one of her dog's puppies, which pretty cool little story. He was in my auntie's house. Unfortunately, I was not there for it, so I didn't get to meet him, which would have been pretty cool. So he's a past and present boy for the Leeds team and for being in my auntie's house. I've already sent 3 of his squads. I'll send this final one now and we can go put him into the team because the past and present is just looking jokes. It's mental. And this right here is how the team is looking then if we do put that Georginio rutter in to the new evolution. If not, rutter probably still sits on the bench and I would work it so that Nonto comes back into the team, probably go back to a 4-4-2, get him up top next to Paddy boy. This 4-3-3 though does allow us to get in our boy Rafinha in that left wing position. We've of course got the new Archinold Graef down at that CDM spot with Ben White at right back. That's where I'm going to be playing him. He's got that fullback plus and he's not too slow. If I give him a shadow, he'll probably be alright. We've of course got Firpo in at CDM, the absolute goat of all evos. Once he fits something else that gives a nice boost, honestly going to be a game changer. I want something that gives defending so that gets over 90 and maybe passing and dribbling over 90 as well. One of our players that we haven't even spoke about in this video, Pascal Struijk as centre back, he does fit an evo for me and it's pretty nice. One of the new ones that came out. I'm going to try and look into getting him in a chain and making the absolute most out of him. This promo so far has honestly been so massive for the past and present team, for the evos. Long may it continue. Long may the great evolutions continue. Long may the past and present players coming in packs, SBCs keep continuing as well. Let me know down below, as I say, which player you think I should put into that 500k evo. Should I just go with the obvious Bamford, get that mega Bamford card up top, or do we think it's rutter's time? Please do let me know down below. If you've enjoyed today's video, please drop a like on it. It's very helpful for it. And if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe. It is free, of course. If you do want to keep on watching the channel, be sure to check out one of these videos here. But for now, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.